Divas, we have a serious topic for you while you're out there dating later in life. Honey, what are we talking about specifically?
We are talking about if you find yourself dating a widower.
Right. This is huge because you probably will.
Yeah.
Now, you might be a widow yourself, but we're talking about our dating divas, smart ones, by the way, who are dating a widower and what to look for in that scenario because maybe you haven't thought about that. So we're going to give you a few tangible things to think about as you go out there to date. So let's look at, I'm going to look at my notes real quick. You're hearing more about her than what's going on with you.
Yes.
Now, that's not too unusual on the first couple of dates. I mean,
No.
I was upfront with you about being a widow myself for Jeff, because you never dated a widow, right?
No.
Okay, so he's never dated a widow. I was a widow, and I don't know if I still am. I'm not sure how that works, because I'm remarried now. But there were things that were... that as we rolled, our relationship rolled forward, that I don't know. I think you would have picked up if I was spending too much time talking about my late husband or being involved with him. You know, how do you feel? Give me some.
Well, it's important when a man is into you, he's going to talk about you.
Oh, that's true. I like that.
Well, that's at the same time, if he's into you, he's going to want you to know and understand him. And so it's not that he's not going to talk about her. Right. It's not that he's not going to bring her up, but you just need to be aware of how often and in what context she's being brought up in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because you want to make sure that you're not competing against the memory.
Well, you want to make sure that you are his focus.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about if you're looking for a long-term relationship or marriage.
That's right.
I mean, if it's just something casual, okay.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for something long-term, this is something that you should be looking for. Now, what else?
So I just want to bring up a point. Now, obviously, on our first date, I was very upfront, even on my bio, that I was a widow moving forward. I also was very clear about the fact that I had no idea what that looked like.
Yeah.
It was mind-boggling to me to be attracted to this man in the way that I was so early on, because I was still in love with my late husband, but now I was falling in love with this new husband or this new guy, and that was a trip. But I was really clear about I didn't want him to ever feel like, as we move forward in our relationship, I didn't want him to feel like he was in competition.
Yeah.
Okay, that was super important to me.
And I never did.
No. And now, do you feel, because one of the topics here is the gentleman you're dating, the widower, is he emotionally guarded or shut down? Now, did you ever feel I mean, I did talk about Pietro a lot, but it was more wrapping it, almost like folding it in like dough.
A lot of times it was answering questions that I had thrown out for you or was asking you. But that is, that should be normal.
Okay.
Just the same thing that divas, if you're talking to him and you're asking him questions about, one of our really dear friends, he's a former professional baseball player.
Right.
It would be crazy for her not to ask him about his life as a professional baseball player.
Right.
Why? Well, for one thing, it's just interesting, and it's a level that most players don't reach, but there are certain things you just want to talk about and find out to get to know this person, because we all know that everything that's happened to us, that's why we are the way that we are right now. All the little circumstances, all of the events in our life, that has produced who we are now.
Totally. Great point.
And if you want to learn who you're with, or you're going to be with, who you're planning on spending the rest of your life with, those types of questions, yeah.
You need to ask.
Yeah.
Get into deep conversation, and if he's not willing to talk about it, that's kind of a red flag for your long-term traditional relationships.
Yeah.
Now, I will say we have a freebie down below. Grab it, because it is the 3 pillars, the ABCs of dating that I used both times. First for my late husband, which I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then when I went back to go out dating again, I read my own book. That link is below as well. And I realized I actually had a formula, and I put it in a free PDF for you. So grab that. Anything else, baby?
Well, I was just going to say she followed her own formula, and here I am.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Now, we do have a couple of more chapters of this, so stick with us. Go watch another episode about the red flags if you're dating a widower, and we'll see you in the next video. And remember,
it doesn't have to be
that hard.
that hard.
That hard. Don't make it hard.